I purchased my Navage nasal cleaner on Amazon from the seller that has the most reviews. Shipping was fast and customer service was great. I will put a link in the description. If you found this video useful, you can help me out by clicking like and subscribe. Navage nasal cleaner is a handheld device that irrigates your nose with salt water by gently sucking instead of blowing. There is less mess and yuck factor with the Navage nasal cleaner as the salt is pre-measured and the device fits snugly against your nostrils. How does the Navage nose cleaner work? Navage's creator suffered from recurring sinusitis and was looking for a way to reduce his discomfort and decrease the frequency of his sinus infections. He found that a neti pot irrigated the sinuses and relieved his symptoms. As he was using a neti pot, he decided that it would be more comfortable and convenient if the saline solution were pulled through the sinus passage, rather than being pushed through the sinus passage the way a neti pot does. The Navage nasal hygiene system uses saline pods, which means no mixing or measuring. The system has two nostril plugs. One nostril plug pushes the saline into the nostril and the other nostril plug gently pulls the liquid through your sinus cavity. His idea of using suction instead of pressure is a different concept than traditional neti pots. This technique is efficient, convenient, and comfortable. Instead of the saline being pushed through the nasal cavities, the saline is pulled through the sinuses using gentle suction. The company which produces this product is in the USA, in Cleveland, Ohio, although it first launched in Canada. The Navage nasal washer does require setup. However, once the batteries are installed and the salt body is fitted, it is ready to use. Sensations from the cleaning process are difficult to describe. First, nasal pillows are inserted into the nostrils. Then the button is pressed halfway to create a vacuum effect. This sensation is a bit uncomfortable. Once you become accustomed to the sucking sensation, you will press the button all the way in so the salt water flows out of the container and into one nostril. The suction pulls the saline solution through the sinus cavity and stores it into the lower tank. The entire process only takes 15 to 20 seconds. You'll be able to breathe through your mouth while the sinuses are cleaned. However, avoid talking as it can cause the saline solution to drain down the back of the throat. You must keep your mouth closed when you first begin the process. Once the water starts to flow through the sinuses, you can open your mouth and breathe normally. Right before the end of the process, you will need to close your mouth again to ensure that all the solution is removed from the sinuses. To complete the process, blow your nose and all remnants of the saline solution will be pushed out of the sinus cavities. The sensation is similar to swallowing a small amount of pool water. Other than that, the Navage is rather pleasant. Navage's salt pods contain only pure sea salt and purified water, which mix to yield isotonic saline of 0.9% sodium chloride when its contents are mixed with 7.8 ounces of water. Yes, this will almost certainly be more convenient than mixing your own solution, but you'll pay for this convenience. For example, if you paid $14.95 for a 30-pack, each pod will cost you about 49 cents. If you pay $9.95 per pack, each pod will cost you 33 cents. This might not sound like much, but if you're using your Navage nose cleaner 2 to 3 times daily, this can quickly add up. After the first use, I felt relief and was able to breathe easier. It cleared and relieved pressure from my sinuses. It's easy to use, makes me breathe easier, and reduces any congestion or pressure in my nasal cavities. This nose cleaner machine is accurately doing its job. Although a neti pot is okay, the suction of the Navage nasal irrigation really clears out the sinuses. Because the system cleanses both nostrils at once, you do not need to switch to the other nostril. In 20 seconds, your entire sinus passage will be cleaned and cleared. My sinus headaches are completely relieved, and my sense of smell has come back. I was finally able to stop using addictive nasal sprays. It is recommended to use the sinus cleanser machine 2 times a day. However, you can use it as much or as little as you want, since there are no side effects. The verdict: irrigating the nose with a saline solution has been scientifically proven to provide relief to people suffering with allergies or colds. The most common and popular device is a neti pot, which is like a teapot for the nose and comes from Eastern medicine. A neti pot is relatively inexpensive, but pushes salt water through and can be messy when coming out the other side if you're not standing over the sink. The Navage nose cleaner uses a tiny bit of suction to one nostril, making the whole mucus-removing process a heck of a lot less disgusting, and it's a great relief to people who need to regularly irrigate. I purchased my Navage nasal cleaner on Amazon from the seller that has the most reviews. Shipping was fast and customer service was great. I'll put a link in the description. If you found this video useful, you can help me out by clicking like and subscribe.